Yo, what's up? We're back. Quick video. Just not a lot to talk about right now, but there is a lot to talk about. No, it's gonna be a quick one. What it is we're just gonna check some stats. We'll get ready for tomorrow, and there's some positive news coming out in terms of like drip and stuff, and Animal Farm and that ecosystem. So we're just gonna touch base on a few things. We're gonna check in real quick right now with Elephant Money. That's where we're gonna start. There was a comment, somebody was like, "Hey, let's just pull it up, pull that up while we load this." Let's see if we can go right here. You don't look happy on this new product. Good luck. Oh man, it's not that I wasn't look happy. I just like I respond. I've been tired as hell, man. Work's been kicking my ass, man. I for some reason last 3 or 4 days I've just felt super super tired and pumping out units left and right at work and dealing with everything that comes with it. It's just made me more tired than I've been tired in a long time. So, plus I cut out caffeine like a cold turkey, like no pop, no Red Bull, nothing, and most sugar. So that was a mistake. Uh, that there goes the answer to that. So, but if you get more drip, where was that video at, man? Hold up. Somebody said something about. Oh, you say it's early, but it's 500 million market cap. You said earlier that would be potential next X. Good luck, brother. Okay, so he was talking about this, right? Obviously, this has already $500 million in market cap, right? In the ecosystem. That is huge, right? But however, I still think it's early because of the way that this is designed to burn itself out and pay the shareholders, right? The shareholders, the people that hold the token with the reflection, because in a nutshell, Elephant itself is designed to eat away at itself to increase the value, right? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, you would have gotten a $68 million market cap. Now we're at 560, right? And it's hard to get another 560 back into that, double your money, but the project's been going on for a year, but it's just starting to get momentum and steam, right? More in the last 2 weeks than I think in the last year, supposedly, right? I'm new to this, so I still think it's early. Am I going to be punching a I can't talk today. Am I going to be dumping a bunch of money here? No, probably not. I'm just going to, like I said, $500 challenge, set it and forget it kind of thing, right? So first we're going to go check on Elephant. Remember I had $40 in here? Well, and for some reason I need to fix the UI because it keeps doing this. I now have 37, so I'm actually losing money on that. But it's house money, so it's all good, right? It's not out of my pocket. On this, right, we're going to come in and stake some trunk eventually here soon. But down over here on the rewards, right, the bonds, which is a percentage back. I think I did the math, and it's about 0.5% back. I'm sure somewhere around here it says it. It's the info's there. It's just not easily as spread out, like, for example, in Drip and Piston and my Diamond Team, where it just shows it all. You just got to go look for it. But it's looking like it's paying half a percent back, which isn't bad because 4 days later we got basically $4 worth, right? I'm going to hold off on compounding that. I'll probably compound it tomorrow just because I want to see if I can get to the 5. Easy numbers in my head, right? But we'll increase that, right? Increase that. And as we know, this is backed by basically the dollar, right? Because it's 75% of this trunk token is backed by the dollar, the BUSD dollar, the Binance dollar, which is 99% backed by the US dollar, right? In a way, it's a reflective token off that. So, and the other 25% is Elephant. So as Elephant depletes, that should give it a little bit of boost. But that's it for Elephant. I got nothing else really to talk about. We're gonna come back in here and put some in the staking in the trunk because this you can withdraw. It's a lower APR right now. It's hovering about 71, but you can also compound. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna see in 6 months if we turn this into something big. If for some reason you wanted to join my team, you're more than welcome to. It's just my MetaMask wallet. It's in the description. You put it in here. We each get 1% back or 0.5% back. I can't remember. And I think there might be a little more to that. I'll have to check back into the white paper, but you don't have to. You actually don't even need to do this anymore. Sorry, I didn't say anymore. In Elephant Money, you do not need to jump on someone's team, right? You just get a small bonus by doing so. Everybody gets paid one way or another. Whereas like Piston and my diamond team and drip, you have to join someone's line, right? Up line, down line, whatever you call it. And yeah, that's about it. So a few different things here. Looks like they got some more stuff coming. They've got their audit checks and everything. From what I'm hearing, Bank Teller, the creator of this, which was a creator of Flow, which is in a way what Drip was kind of based off of, from what I've heard. I wasn't there for Drip launch, and I don't know for sure. Is trying to make a comeback, a huge comeback, and it sounds like he makes money, right? He's another Forex type of guy that makes money. However, you can't compare the two because they're both probably off of different projects, right? Other than they make similar projects, but like I said, anybody can come up with anything. What if I come out with myself? Copy the code or whatever, because I'm sure it's easy to see, right? Or find most of it, or get the ideas, and turn around and we make, instead of elephant money, we make turtle money, right? I mean, sure. What will be the difference? Well, we'll take what we don't like here and improve it on that, right? That's going to happen, right? It's probably what happened with Drip and Flow and everything. So I don't care what this shit's called. If it starts making money, it starts making money. It's out of my pocket, so I can care less where it comes from. It's all house money now, right? So, move over to my diamond team, version 1. For me, I'm tapped out. I got my 80% back. I ended up claiming $200 and almost $200. It ends up being a little less because of gas fees, but I originally had about that much in there, $245. So I am short almost $50. You're probably wondering, well, shit, what the hell? You're not gonna get that back. As a matter of fact, the developers were on the other day on AMA. Let's see if we can go V2. And they said that everybody that wasn't on V1 is going to get their 20% here in the next few weeks. They're just waiting for everybody to kind of cash out, and so they can quit supporting the old contract, and then they will do airdrops or whatever to get you whole. So it's cool. A year from now I'll be at 361. I'm letting this build up to every $10, and I'm compounding just because I don't need it. It's just BNB. It's off a stable coin. And when if I see that my gas fees are getting kind of low, or my BNB that it's available for my gas fees getting kind of low, this right here, instead of reinvesting it, I'm gonna do a withdraw, and that's it, right? If you want to join that, same referral code in there, right? I'm not promising nothing. So the referral codes luckily is the same MetaMask wallet. So hey, there's your that. So we can start talking about that. We're gonna jump over to Drip real quick, and we'll come back to Piston. We'll finish it with Piston. Okay, so Drip hit a pretty low bottom yesterday in terms of recently, right? We all were there, or we all saw that it went up to $197 a couple months ago, and it came crashing back down to the lowest it's been in a long time, around $28, and that was around yesterday morning, and then midday or so, we just started seeing a bunch of people buying Drip. We're like, okay, that's cool. That promotes things. But then a lot of bags were being dropped in. 500 Drip here, 500 Drip there, 300 here, 200 here, into the faucet. What does that do? That kind of stuff, people start thinking, oh, shoot, it's time to go. And they start buying and put it in there. Now we're back up to 35. We hit $38 yesterday. Now you're probably thinking, well, that's not a big deal. It is, because you're moving a bunch of money around, and $10 in this ecosystem is huge, right? What is that? What started that? Screenshots of the private DAO group that Forex is in, where you have to have 300 R34P token, which is a token that runs off Ethereum, which is got some crazy gas fees, and it's always congested. The Ethereum network is congested as fuck, and the current price is about $100 per coin. So do the math. 300 times 100 is 30,000. So you got to pay 30,000 to get into that group, right? Long story short, some people were taking screenshots of that chat on little bits of info, and it wasn't even like Forex. It was just like people around and be like, well, it looks like a major announcement is coming soon, right? Or, yeah, you guys I ain't tripping about the price of Drip. If you only knew what's coming, and people see that and they're like, oh, boom, once those buys buy, it raises the price, right? FOMO, right? And it follows after that. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want to get left behind. Let's go back in. Hey, whatever works for me, right? To me, I'll say this right now. The price is very important right now because my account is very low. However, If this had an extra decimal and I was earning 16 coins a day versus 3 coins a day, 1.6 coins a day, I could care less about the price, right? If it was $40, right? What's the price? 35? I'd take that. What did I just do there? Hang on a second. I did something wrong here. Totally did something wrong. I would take that. 40 times 16. I'd take that. If I could get 640 a day, I'd take that. If, get me to 1,600 coins in the total deposit so I can earn 16 coins a day and keep the price around 40, I'll take that. Keep the price 35, that's what? Closer to 600? I'll take that. Cool. But right now, price is important to me because I'm only getting 1.6 coins a day, right? Almost 1.7. So I got to keep compounding, increase this. That's what I'm telling you. You want to get this as high as possible so you start getting full coins, right? So that you can learn to appreciate the price. Or not the price, but then you don't have to worry as much. I always said that backwards. You don't have to worry as much about the price, right? People that got 10,000 coins. Now, don't get me wrong. They're paying a 5% tax. But when you got 10,000 coins, you're getting a coin a day. 10 coins, 100 coins a day. Gee, I'm tired as hell. But $100 a day, okay? 100 coins a day. What we said the price was 35? I'll take that. When Lambo, 90 days. 90 days fully paid off Lambo. When Lambo. Hell yeah. Now imagine that price, the amount of coins times 200. 197 all-time high. Yo, man, I take 1.7 coins a day right now at 197 the price, right? I'll take $197 a day extra. That's why I'm saying focus on this, right? This means something. But if you can produce a coin a day, or 2 coins a day, or 3 coins a day, or more, that'll get you paid faster, right? That's just it. That's it. That's the whole goal on this. Is the whole goal on Piston. We want to see where we're at. We'll get to Piston in a second, but increase this, okay? Because look, if I stop compounding right now, a year from today, I will have maxed out at 610, right? That's all I can pull out. 610 coins. That's not enough for me. Realistically. I don't think it's enough for me. Put it this way. 610 times 40. It's only 24,000. That's enough. Don't get me wrong. That's more than enough, right? Considering I only started with $500, $1,000, whatever we got in here with. That's a really good, return on investment. ROI or whatever. But when you see other people that have been doing this for the full year, pulling in that every 3-4 days, some were doing it every day, why stop here, right? Compound, have some faith that the project keeps going, and get yourself to where you get $2-3 grand a day. We can start talking about other things. I don't plan to retire off of this. I don't plan to get a Lamborghini off of this or buy a house off of this. The whole goal with all these projects for me is to take the most minimal amount of money out of my pocket, which right now we're at 0, and try to multiply it as high as I possibly can. If all these projects ended in 6 months and I was only able to pull out 20 grand, that's all she wrote. But if at least one project lasted a couple years and I was able to pull out 200-300 grand, let alone 2-3 million, that's all she wrote. Out of all these projects, some are going to fail. It's just the nature of it, dude. But the optimistic in me wants to be like, I hope they all last. Point is, risk capital. Don't put what you ain't willing to lose and get it back out, yo. Get it back out. If you dropped 1,000 and you're comfortable enough to where you can get that back in a short amount of time, take the pause, get that out, let the rest ride. reimburse yourselves, right? And now find a place to put that 1,000 somewhere else and repeat it over again. Even if it ain't in crypto, yo, I still think Lucid's a hell of a buy. I'm trying to get more of it. I need a little more work on this so I can get more of that. But I still think, personal opinion, not financial advice, none of this is, I think Lucid Motor Company stock is a freaking bargain. And in 5 years, it's going to be worth 5, 6, 7 times what it's worth now. And in 10 years, we could be a lot closer to what Tesla is right now. That's just my whole thing. Don't ask me why. I mean, you can ask me why. I'm totally happy doing a video on what I think and why. I've been in the car business for a while, so I have an opinion on it, and I'll be glad to share it in a different video. But that's just one thing, right? There's other stocks out there and long-term stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's just my goal, just to increase the portfolio. And that's it for Drip. Oh, why haven't you compounded? You'll see in a second. Okay, over here. And I got to fix my bookmark. It keeps going to the freaking redeem out part, which is closed. Okay, we go to the Animal Farm. Still no word on when exactly it launches. However, rumor has it we're going to be Tuesday or Thursday this week. Everything gets on pause. There's been some small updates, but not directly from Forex, just more like screenshots and forwards. Hey, man, he's working on it, and put it this way, I don't think he disappeared with the money, because he hasn't, right? So I mean, he's still active, but he's focusing on it, and it sounds like, from what I keep reading, Forex one of those guys that keeps pushing himself until he gets things done. And I know we were frustrated, or I was frustrated before, but you got to understand, the frustration for me comes from the lack of professionalism from people in the power, right? I can't stand it when Elon Musk sits there and tweets something and the stock goes freaking flying and left and right? It's too much power. But I also don't like it when dudes be like, chill out. We'll get to it. Don't worry about it. You literally got millions of dollars from people sitting there. It's kind of hard to be like, oh, yeah, cool, believe in it. Just because we've seen it more in time before. There's no problem being cautious. And there's no problem being critical. If you can't take criticism, I take the criticism that people post. I've only got, 200 followers? I'll take it. I'll learn from it. That's it. You know? The one thing I like about Piston right now is they got a pretty decent PR team. And it's not even a full PR team, but they're in there asking questions. Granted, they got 4,000 people to manage versus 100,000 different people between both Telegram groups and everybody else on Drip and Animal Farm. So I 100% can't compare those two. But that goes a little bit. It goes a long way. A little bit long way. I just contradict myself. It goes where? So, but I think that's just because Forex isn't a people person. I personally don't think he's a people person. You can tell in the way he talks and the way he carries himself, he's not really a people person. But he's a numbers guy. The dude can code and write numbers and do math. Something I can't do. So my respect to him. Hats off to him. I'm not worried, right? I'm less worried than everybody else, and I only got a couple thousand locked up in here. But I've already reimbursed myself. That's all play money at this point. So that's why I'm not worried. Realistically, if Forex disappeared tomorrow with everything and shut everything down, it would suck, but I wouldn't be too upset about it. It was a fun project while it lasted. Like I just said a couple minutes ago, the goal isn't to just win Lambo. The goal is to see how far we can get. I'm having fun. This is just a big old game for me, all right? That's my way. Some people are trying to make this an income thing. If that ends up happening for me, that's great. But I'm not trying to I'm trying to set expectations realistic for me, right? And then be surprised, pleasantly surprised, hopefully, versus well, there goes the quick get rich quick scheme. Jeez, I need to get some sleep, yo. I need to get some real sleep. But yeah, so we're just gonna check on the garden. I haven't touched it. I'm just letting it build up, and I got 100 plants here. I'm just trying to see around, right? What kind of what we got to get up here to make it worthwhile down here, right? Right now we've got $74. probably thinking that's not a lot. You're right, it's not a lot, but I think I'm in at less than $74. I have to go way back to when the farm launched, and I panic bought the 70 some odd dollars I had, or 60 some odd dollars, to see what I ended up with, because theoretically speaking, I think we're evened out on this one too if I were to cash out. But what's the price of the drip USD? About $20 a day right now. If we can do $40 a day, how many plants do I need to get 40 a day? Meaning 2 LP tokens. That'd be dope. Because I do believe when drip starts going back up, we'll see an increase on this. Now I don't think we're gonna go from like, and I don't know. Don't ask me how to explain this. I probably should say this part because I'm gonna confuse the crap out of y'all if I haven't already. I don't think we're gonna go from the price of the plant going from $20 to like 80 if drip went from 40 to 100, right? Or stuff like that. I think it'll be a little slower climb because you got to remember it's half drip, half BUSD. BUSD doesn't move, so the only thing affecting the price, and I could be saying this wrong, is drip. If it was strictly drip tokens, boom, right? But since it's got paired, one stays the same, and then the other one keeps going up a little bit. So, I mean, drip could go back up to 200, and I still don't think the drip BUSD token would crack over 70, $80. But that, I could be wrong. I hope to be wrong. I hope it just shoots up. But I still don't understand the garden that well. But this money right here, I could pull out, break it, have at least one drip, maybe two, one drip that I could throw back in the faucet. Or I could drop all that back up in here and see where we're at. We'll see. And then that's it. Now let's end it with Piston. In exactly 12 hours and 9 minutes, which is roughly 8 o'clock my time, you'll be able to go into PancakeSwap, pay attention, and buy tokens for up to an hour. From the latest I heard from the Telegram group. And I didn't open Telegram up, and I don't go search for it, so I was unprepared. I'm shooting this video off of just quickness. Then after the hour mark, which assuming everything goes on track, so at around 9 o'clock Central Time, you'll be able to go to this page, the DEX page, the original page, and buy it without paying a tax. So at 8 o'clock, you can buy Piston tokens through PancakeSwap with a 10% tax. And then at 9 o'clock with no tax. And then from there, you can forever on out, you'll be able to buy either place without tax. And you're probably thinking, why would they do that? I think it's smart. If people are so eager to get in because they're afraid the price is going to shoot up, they'll go and buy it on PancakeSwap, and all those taxes are going to come back to the project, or majority of them, right? I'm sure PancakeSwap's getting a portion of it. I doubt they just list a coin and not get a portion of it. But as we know, those taxes help pay out the future compounding rewards, right? So I think it's smart because you're playing two sides of it. Because there's going to be a lot of people that turn around and sell it once it prices up. I predict that you're going to see more people probably not deposit into the faucet right away and wait for that thing to go from $3 it's going to be at to 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 maybe, like Splash, which would be insane, and then turn around and sell it. But they're going to pay taxes again, right? So I think it's smart to do that and try to capitalize, because you can't force people to go put it somewhere. And to be quite honest, it's going to be really hard for me to take my 150 some coins, I think I'll get that because I'm going to put a little more, and not see a price of 40, 50 bucks. And that's just pure speculation. I know it's super high, but let's say I did that and we can go, shit, maybe I should sell most of it. I'm only in it $400. Well, it's $9,000 back to my pocket, real $9,000. It'd be really hard not to. But, and maybe we do that. Ain't gonna lie, shit. I was kind of upset that the price of drip went over $29 yesterday, knowing there's a good chance we can make this 400 into a couple thousand in the next 24 hours. A couple thousand back into drip gets a lot closer to that 10 coins a day. Just saying. So, yeah. As for what team we'll be joining, I don't know yet. I want to join the developers, but I'm just trying to figure it out, man. Like I said, since I'm not trying to fall into that whole buy your people thing, right? I'm just trying to get in and see what we can do and see how far we can stretch this 400. I'll take some profit as soon as is possible, but I still kind of want to leave a good portion up in there. And if I could match the amount of coins in my faucet here versus the faucet over there, and I keep saying faucet, on drip, we can play the race. It gives us a good video to check in on back in 6 months from now when we do the check. And hope these are around. Drip for sure is going to be around, but the other ones, who knows? So, anyways, if all my info for joining teams is in the description. I'm not paying y'all for nothing. If you want to join, go ahead and join. Otherwise, hit like, subscribe, and let me know what's good. I'll catch you tomorrow. Probably not going to stream it, but I'm going to try to record a video. I might do one of those videos where I record and pause. I found out how to work that and see what it does. I'm curious to see how it works. I do want to buy a little bit of a bag. I only about $100 here, so I think if I dropped about $150 into it, I'll get to the even 500, and we'll have the $500 challenge completed here. So, sorry for the rambling. I need to get some real sleep. 8 hours is fine, but it's just not quality 8 hours. I've just been busy as hell, and the month's starting off crazy again at work. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.